folks. It's Monday morning. We're back at it. Same place, so boat ride over. And we're walking back. Right now I gotta catch up with Buck because I had to pull over for a little morning business. But we're going back into the area where I got one last night because yesterday morning there were at least 2 gobbling on the limb back here, possibly 3. We both thought we heard 3, and Buck was a lot closer than I, but we both had the same agreement. It sounded like there were 3 going. The first morning we didn't hear any gobbles, but that's because we weren't back far enough. We were probably 400 or 500, maybe 600 yards from being able to even hear anything as far back as they are. So we're going back in there. It's actually a easy walk back in there. It's over a mile, but it's easy. Even the walk through the woods is easy. So we're going back there and we're gonna catch up and see if we can make a move on a gobbler this morning. So we walked into the spot where we set up yesterday and killed the one, and we actually have one gobbling to our left at about 200 yards. An owl got him to fire off. That bird just wandered off. We plotted him about and we might have walked literally under him, maybe 40-50 yards away, but probably right under him. When I draw my line to where he was roosted at 180 yards, we were 40 yards from him. If he was only about 140 or 150, and he may well have been, we walked right under him. Well, we're on our way out. We sat in one spot all day, and I mean all day, which is a little rough. But we thought that was our spot. Some of the woods are really open, so we didn't want to go walking around and potentially booger them up. And yesterday, that's where we had the 1 o'clock gobbler, the 5 o'clock strutter, and then the one at 5:50 that came in. We just thought that was our spot. We saw a bunch of hens today. Could have been 6 or 7 of them, but most likely it was 2 or 3 doing laps. The gobbler on the roost, when he hit the ground, he went away from us, and that was it. That was the last we've seen or heard of him. The group of hens from yesterday we haven't seen, so we have a feeling they're just in a different area, possibly with that gobbler. So that's okay. We got them figured out, and we're gonna be on them again. But we're gonna give them a few days break, get back after it. It's Tuesday morning, the 23rd, and currently I'm relocating to another spot, the spot where I got one last year. This morning I slept in, did a load of laundry by hand, and then got resupplied at the store. Just the essentials though. So we're gonna go there, hang up my wet clothes, hopefully, and then change clothes and start seeing what we can see. Hopefully the pressure's real low because it is Tuesday, and currently the intent is to meet Buck back at that place and try again this weekend. We shall see. See you out there. Got my stuff hanging. Took me a while to figure it out, but I figure if I put these little loops in, they won't squash down together and be in one pile right here in the middle. So it takes me a while sometimes, but once in a while I come up with something. This was soaking wet this morning, so I need to break it out and dry it out, and it makes a great place to tie off to, so long as it doesn't get too windy. I'm all suited up. We're at this new piece of public. Well, I got all my chores done, and I think I did them all. I didn't put myself in a rush, and I think that actually made things a little better. I kind of did everything. So now I'm back in the woods, and we're gonna try to see if we can find some sign, maybe get a starting point for tomorrow. In a perfect world, we run into a gobbler that's gobbling and wants to play the game. But right now I'll just settle for some decent fresh sign. Well, that's a Jake, but that's not a turkey. Jake the snake crossed here. Well, I tell you what, this is one brave bird. All right, we're on that same chunk of land. We're on a listening mission. We got about 30 minutes to 45 minutes until fly up. But we've got decoys right out here, just in case. Well, legal time is up, so we're gonna go ahead and unload, but we're gonna listen more. So far, no gobbles this morning. Looks like it's going to be all quiet. So I'm just kind of set up here. I'm way back here. There's one guy at the parking lot, and I walked through his decoy spread. By spread, I mean one decoy. He's about 5/8 of a mile up the road, so I got my two decoys right out here, about 25 yards or so. There's a road that goes into the back here, but the vegetation does not look very turkey. The vegetation to the north of the road kind of does. So we'll see. We'll just sit here. It's a little after 1 o'clock. I just walked back and it's hot, real hot. It's about 2 miles down there, 2 miles back. Brutal, brutal on the way back, that is. I think I might jump spots. Check out this other WMA for the next 2 days. Tonight, Thursday, and Friday morning. I mean, this place has a lot of pressure, and it's Wednesday. The guy that was here originally, first, he's gone. So I walked past his decoy in the dark and then went another 5/8 of a mile. That guy pulled up when I was starting to walk off, and he obviously posted his decoys somewhere between me and him, because when I was coming back up, I saw the decoys and I said, that's too close to be that one guy's unless he moved down some. So it was obviously him, and the other guy's actually gone. So I had come back up the road and then went in the woods and circled back around everything and was using my binos down the road to find their decoys, and then looped through the woods behind them to not mess them up or give them the impression I'm messing them up or anything. I think we'll move. Gotta go back and get the tent. I don't need to forget and think I'm going somewhere and start driving off. So go collect that stuff up. Hopefully everything's dry and we'll move on.